Alright, so today we're going to check out the ESR Cloud Soft Case for the AirPods 4, and right here I have the AirPods 4 without active noise cancellation, and I also have the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation. So you see how this case fits on both versions of the AirPods 4. So with that said, as usual, timestamps and links to everything that I talk about in this video will be down below in the description. So if you see something that sparks your interest, then feel free to check it out. Alright, let's get right into the video. Alright, so let's start off with the unboxing real quick. So as usual, you get a nice packaging from ESR. And let's see what we got inside. Nice package from ESR. Slide that out. That's pretty much all you got inside the box. And then here we have the Care Plus sticker or the Care Plus card. So you can add Care Plus if you want. And you can also watch a video if you want to see how to set up and use this EarPods case right here. But you don't have to do that because you're watching this video, and I'll show you everything about this case in this video. So moving on, we have inside this small bag right here, we have the Carabiner. Wow, this feels premium. Wow, I like the feel of this. I like the glossy finish and all that. And then right after that, we have like a card showing you how to set up the case, but as I said before, I'm going to show you how to set up the case in this video, so no worries there. And then right here we have the case itself, and this is what you call a Cloud Soft Case right here. And I can already tell why they call it a Cloud Soft Case, because this is the softest case I came across when it comes down to ESR cases. So you get the top part separated from the bottom part, and the feel is kind of like a soft silicone. Not too soft though, but not too hard. It is more on the softer side though, very flexible. And as you can see, you have two magnets right here on the bottom, and then we have two more magnets here on the top. So that helps you to keep the case locked together like this right there. And then as you can see, you get a cutout for the LED indicator. On the bottom, you get a cutout for the speaker vent hole, the USB-C port, and also the speaker itself. And then on the back, it seems to be MagSafe, so we're going to test that out to see if it's actually MagSafe compatible, because outside of the box right here, the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation doesn't come with MagSafe. You can charge it wirelessly by Apple Watch, but not by MagSafe. So let's see whenever we get this case right here if it's going to make it MagSafe compatible. And right here you can see you get a little loop to put in your Carabiner if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Right here you see the adhesive tape right there, and we didn't get any extra adhesive tape, and that's kind of like a disadvantage right there, because what if you want to take off this case and then put it back on? You're gonna have to buy an extra adhesive out of your pocket. It doesn't come inside the box or anything like that. So right here, as you can see, we have the AirPods 4 without active noise cancellation. I'm not gonna remove the adhesive tape as yet. I'm just gonna show you guys how to set it up. So just put on the top part like that, and then put on the bottom part like that. Slide it on nice and easy. And then after you do that, you can go ahead and put on your Carabiner if you want. I don't have any nails, so this might take me some time to install. So let's see.
One eternity later.
Alright, finally I got it on. That was kind of hard because I don't have any fingernails or anything like that to help me out. So right away I can see how this is getting stained by my sweaty hands and my greasy hands. So that's just one thing to note. If you have greasy hand or something like that, it's gonna get marked by your greasy hands or your sweaty hands, as you guys can see on camera. But here you can see you get a cutout for the LED indicator, so you can see the LED indicator nice and easy while it's in the case. On the bottom you get a cutout for the USB-C port, and you also have those existing cutouts for the speaker and the speaker vent hole. And that's kind of annoying to me because they're just there and not serving any purpose. So I wonder if companies like ESR is going to make a case separate for the AirPods 4 without active noise cancellation, because those two holes are just there standing there doing nothing. And then on the back we have those 4 magnets right there, and I believe this is going to make the case MagSafe compatible, but I'm going to test that out later on in this video, so stay tuned for that. You have the ESR logo right there, so you can open it nice and easy. And to me, when you open it and close it, it sounds like it is shut tight, but we're gonna see if it's actually shut tight whenever we do the drop test. So that's pretty much how it looks on the AirPods 4 without active noise cancellation. So to remove this case, all you need to do is just take off the top part like here. note it's going to be way easy because I don't have the adhesive installers yet. And then for the bottom part, just open a case like this and just slide it out like that. Nice and easy, nothing too hard. And then for the carabiner, if you want to take it off, you can take it off just like how you put it on, just the opposite way. Carabiner is very snappy also, so you can put that on your pants loop, your belt loop, or even on your backpack or your purse, wherever you want to put it. It will come in nice and easy and very useful. All right, so now let's set this up on the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation. But before I do that, I want to clean off the top part right here so the adhesive can stick properly.
A few moments later.
All right, so after properly cleaning off the top part of the case, now you can go ahead and just peel off the adhesive like this. Make sure not to touch the adhesive whenever you peel it off, and then make sure that the front part of the case is lined up with the front part of the case, and just slide it all like that and put a little bit of pressure for about 30 seconds or so.
A few moments later.
All right, so after about 30 seconds or so, it is all set, nice and easy. Now you just have to put on the bottom part like that, nice and easy. And now you have it installed on the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation. So as I said before, you have a nice cutout for the LED indicator. On the bottom, you have a cutout for the USB-C port, and then you have a cutout for the speaker and also the speaker vent hole. These cutouts look really good. It looks like you have enough clearance to plug in and out your charger without it bumping on the case or anything like that. We'll be testing that out in a few also. So on the back, you have those 4 magnets. As I said, I'm going to test out the MagSafe to see if it works. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the case. All right, so let's try the wired charging first and make sure we have enough clearance. So plug it in. Boom, right away it's charging. You can plug it out nice and easy. As you can see, you have enough clearance to plug it in and also plug it out without it bumping in the case or anything like that. So right here we have this 3-in-1 charger from ESR, and this charger is really good. I've been using it for the past year or so. A link will be down below in the description if you guys want to check it out, because this charger right here has an Apple Watch charger, a regular wireless charger. You can charge your wireless earbuds on, and also you have a MagSafe charger on the front right there. So we're going to use it to test out the charging on this case. So let's go ahead and plug it in. Nice and easy. Alright guys, so this is a moment of truth. Let's see if this AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation is now MagSafe compatible. So let's go ahead and slap it on the MagSafe charger. Wow. ESR is really doing a good job, guys. Like before, this case wasn't MagSafe compatible, and now I put on an ESR case on it, and now it's MagSafe compatible. So if you use MagSafe charger to charge your iPhone, you can now get this case and charge your AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation on that same MagSafe charger. So yeah, and it's not coming off. Like, look. Little shake test, it's not coming off, it's there, nice and easy, sticking on while it's charging. So yeah, the MagSafe charger works pretty good. So let's move on to the wireless charging. So this is a regular wireless charging. This should work. Let's see. Yes, it does work, nice and easy. You can charge it wirelessly. And then the moment of truth, also let's see if it can charge an Apple Watch charger. So just so you guys know, I haven't come across a case that actually works with the Apple Watch charger. So let's see if this will be the case. Nope. As usual, I think the case are just too thick. Yeah, it's too thick. It's definitely too thick for it to charge on the Apple Watch charger. So, but at least you can charge it on the MagSafe and also the wireless charger, and you know you can plug it in if you want to charge it also. So that's kind of like a plus right there. The only downside is that you can't charge it on the Apple Watch charger. So alright guys, so I also want to do a speaker and a LED indicator test. So let's play the sound and see if you can hear it while it's in the case. Yep, I can hear it loud and clear. And I can also see the LED indicator very clearly. So no issues there whenever you're looking for your AirPods while it's in this case right here. So yeah. Alright guys, so now we're gonna do the drop test on soft carpet. So let's drop it in 3, 2, 1, drop. Wow, that was a solid drop test, guys. So as you guys can see right there, nothing came out of the case. The case didn't even open or anything like that. So really good drop test when it comes on to drop it in on soft carpet. So all right guys, so now the drop test on hard tiles. So let's drop it in 3, 2, 1, drop. Wow, that was a solid drop test, guys. I'm just gonna drop it on the side so you guys can see how it is when I drop it on the side. So let's try to purposely drop it on the side and see how it reacts. Yeah, I think definitely this case right here is a really good case. Like, look at that. Nothing to worry about. Nothing came out of the case or anything like that. Really good case right there. I'm just going to drop it again just to show you guys how good this case is. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Like, still intact. Nothing to worry about. Don't have to worry about your earpods flying all over the place or your earpod damaging or anything. Like, really solid, and I'm very surprised if you ask me. Alright guys, so here are my final thoughts on this ESR Cloud Soft Case right here. Now personally, this case right here surprised me so much because of the name of the case. It is called Cloud Soft Case. So I was expecting like a minimal protection or even better, no protection at all. But when I did the drop test just now, it surprised me so much. Like, I did the drop test on soft carpet, I did it on hard tile, multiple times on a hard tile, and up until now none of the earpods came out of the case. The case is in perfectly good shape right here. It's just surprising that a case that called Cloud Soft Case is actually a tough case. But also with this case you get MagSafe. So if before you had a problem not charging your earpods 4 with active noise cancellation with MagSafe, now if you get this case right here, you can charge it on your MagSafe charger just like how you charge your iPhone or your AirPods Pro 2. And you can also charge it wirelessly with no problems. The only downside is that you can't charge it with an Apple Watch charger, which is not really a big deal since you can charge it with MagSafe, because if you have an Apple Watch, more than likely you're gonna have an iPhone, and if you have an iPhone, more than likely you have a MagSafe charger. You get what I'm saying? So it's not really a big deal not to have the Apple Watch charger right here. But otherwise from that, I think this case is a really good case. I believe you can get it in multiple different colors. I'll put up all the colors on the screen right here so you guys can see. But this right here was the green one, which looks really good to me. That's why I went with it. And overall, the case just feels so light and it's just so underrated. Like, you will think that this case doesn't give you any protection, but trust me, it is tough. Trust me guys, it is tough. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this case right here, guys. As usual, a link will be down below in the description, so if you guys want to grab this case, go ahead and grab it. Like the video if this video was helpful, and let me know down in the comment section if you guys have any questions on this case. And also subscribe, because we're almost at 5,000 subscribers and I want to get to 5,000 subscribers before the end of October. So subscribe so we can get to 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. This case right here is just so good, guys. Like, really shocking right here. Wow. Never know a case that called Cloud Soft is actually tough. Wow. Good job, ESR.